بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we have started to have a brief interpretation of Quran. We reached to chapter Baqarah, the longest chapter of Quran, which has 256 verses. This chapter is revealed in Medina. Please listen to verse 156 and 157.
الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون.
Who, when a misfortune befalls them, say, surely we are Allah's, and to Him we shall surely return. أولئك عليهم صلوات ورحمة صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون. Those are they on whom are blessings and mercy from their Lord, and those are the followers of the right course. In previous verses, 155, Allah said, I'm going to examine all the people in different way, and we talked about it in previous verse. In this verse, Allah says, some people are patient when they face some problems. Allah said, one of the tools that Allah is going to examine the people is وَنَقْسِمْ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ. نَقْسِمْ مِنَ الْأَنفُسِ. It means to take a member of the family. One person dies. What is the reaction of the families? What is the reaction of children? Allah says some people, when they see such a problem, they say, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Surely we belong to Allah and we return to Him. We are Allah's and we return to Allah. This is the reaction of some people. Then Allah says, أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة. Allah is going to greet these people, and Allah's mercy will be with them or cover them. And these people, those who are patient in the time of difficulties, are guided people. Since we have understood that we must participate in the exam, since we are in this world, we are participating in the exams. But what is our reaction? In the time of difficulties, in the time of problems, we must understand that Allah wants to improve us. If a mother will beat the child, it is not because the mother dislikes the child, because the mother wants to raise the child properly. If Allah gives us difficulties and problems, it is not because Allah dislikes us. It is because Allah loves us. When the carpet is dirty, we beat the carpet with a piece of wood until it becomes clean. When we become dirty, when the hearts become dirty, Allah gives some problems. There is a beautiful sentence in Sahifa Sajjadiyah. Imam Sajjad says, "Oh my Lord, I don't know that I should thank you for the time that I'm okay or for the time that I'm sick. When I'm okay, I'm enjoying all your blessings. And in the time of difficulties, also, you helped me to talk to you. And you forgave my sins because of the difficulties. So even in the time of difficulties, I see your hand and your help and your mercy, your greeting." Those people who are patient, Allah says, أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَيْهِمْ صَلَوَاتٌ مِّن رَبِّهِمْ. The greeting from Allah will be to these people, to the patient, and His mercy the same. So we should understand that Allah loves us, and if He gives some problem, it is not because He dislikes, it is because Allah wants to help us. So we should be patient and we should thank Allah. When we remember, as Allah says, when we remember that before we were born, Allah helped us. Before we do anything, before we have any kinds of request, Allah helped us. Allah has created us and prepared the food for us before we were born, before we worship Him, before we talk Him, let alone to the time that we appreciate sometimes, even if we appreciate sometimes. In Quran, in chapter Maryam, verse 67, Allah says, أَوَلَا يَذْكُرُ الْإِنسَانِ أَنَّا خَلَقْنَاهُ مِنْ قَبْلُ وَلَمْ يَكُ شَيْئًا. Does not man remember that we created him before, when he was nothing, before he was nothing, and we created. He didn't have a knowledge, he didn't worship, he didn't have any kinds of request, and we helped him, we created him. And in another verse, chapter Insan, verse 1, Allah says, هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا. There surely come over man a period of time when he was a thing not worth mentioning. He was created, but he was not worth mentioning. It means he was nothing. He didn't have any knowledge, he didn't have any kinds of power, he didn't have any credit, he didn't do anything. And even in that time, we helped him. So, when we remember that at the beginning, we were among the inanimate things. After that, Allah improved us, and we were among the vegetables and plants. After that, Allah improved us, and we became among the animals. Then Allah gave us ability to think, to understand. So, through all these process, being among inanimate things, jamadat, then among the vegetables, then Allah made us as a human being. We see that Allah improved us from each level to the others. Even in future, by death, is the same. Allah is going to improve us. And in this life, Allah gives us different exams until we will improve ourselves. Then Allah says, those who are patient, when they see a problem, a member of the family pass away, they say, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. They say, we belong to Allah and we go toward Him. When a person in the time of difficulty, they say, Inna lillah, or he says, Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un, it means he acknowledges again that I believe to the Lord. I believe that He has created me and He sees my problems. He can save and protect me, but He wants to see that I'm going through the exams. So he keeps his belief by saying these words. And also, by this word, he doesn't let the Satan to succeed, because Satan has a temptation. In the time of difficulty, he says, God has forgotten you. Your God did not help you. Your God is not able to help you. But when we say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, we belong to Allah and we go toward Him, it means we stop shaitan and Satan to temptate us. And also, by that, we can be a role model for others. In the time of difficulties, we should see other people who have gone through difficulties and they were patient, and to take them as a role model for ourselves and not to complain a lot. When we look at different verses of Quran, we will see that Allah has divided people in the time of difficulties to three different groups. One group, when they face problems, they start to complain. They cry a lot. They shout. Even sometimes they shout at Allah. Why me? And they start to complain. This is a group of people. In the time of difficulties, these group of people are not satisfied at all. Sometimes they stop worshipping even Allah. They did not expect to have any problems, and they say, we cannot handle it. This is one group of people. In chapter Ma'arij, verse 20, Allah says, إِذَا مَسَّهُ الشَّرُّ جَذُوعًا. A group of people are such a people that when they face problem, they keeps complaining. They are jazu. Jazu, it means they complain a lot. They are not satisfied. They don't say, okay, for many, many years, Allah gave me a lot. But when he loses, as he has done everything to protect and gain himself, he has forgotten that for many years he didn't have it. He had it, and many people did not. He says, why I should lose it? This is a group of people. There is another group of people in this chapter Baqarah, verse 155. Allah says, وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ, and give a good news to those who are patient. It means in the time of difficulties, still they are patient and they thank Allah. They don't complain to Allah. They say, if Allah wants me in such a way, I'm not going to complain. Still, I'm thankful to Allah. This is the second group. And third group are the group that is still in the time of difficulties. They thank Allah a lot, and even they want some more problems because they want to achieve more reward. In dua, in Ziyara Ashura, we read that Allahumma lakal hamdu hamd al-shakirin laka ala musabihim. Oh my Lord, I'm thanking you in such a way that those people who are thankful in the time of difficulties, I'm going to thank you the same. لَكَ الْحَمْدُ حَمْدَ الشَّاكِرِينَ لَكَ عَلَى مُصَابِهِمْ. Those who are thankful for the problems that they have. It means they have such a request to have a problem because they want to get more. And they know whoever has more problems, he is going to gain more. More working, more money. More hours, more credit. More difficulties, better position in the viewpoint of Allah. Allahumma lakal hamdu hamda shakirin lak. Not only they don't complain, not only they are thankful, no, they are thankful for the problems that they have. They say, thank my Lord for the problems that He has given to me, because by that I'm going to get a lot of reward. I thank Allah because He made me sick. He made my children sick. If I want to give an example, difficulties are like onion. A child dislikes onion, doesn't want it because he feels pain. But young people, they say it's okay sometimes to take onions with the food. But the elder people, they go and pay money to get the onions. Some people complain from the problems that Allah has given to them. Some people say still is okay. And some people are thankful for the problems that Allah has given them. And they say, since Allah loves me, He has given problem to me. And we have a narration actually that sometimes a person, a good believer, talk to the Lord and has a request. Allah says to the angel, my angel, answer him but not fast. Delay a little. I would like to hear his voice. And when a person who is not a believer disobey Allah, when he has a request to Allah, Allah says to His angels, give him fast and answer him. I don't want to and to hear his voice. We ask Allah to help us to be among those people, not only to thank Allah in the time of difficulties, among those people who thank Allah for the problems that they have. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.